What's up, everyone? Well, we are out here today in northern Arizona, and we towed this Can-Am Commander side-by-side with the Jeep Gladiator out here. So I wanted to do a video chatting about how it towed and overall my experience towing a side-by-side with the Gladiator. Of course, we'll show you some sweet pics of mobbing this little guy too, and you should subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the good stuff. So let's dive in. Woo! All right, so first thing I'll say, there's no doubt that the trailer's not completely level. It's pitched a little bit further back, but the tongue weight is sufficient, and it feels really great towing on the Gladiator overall. It doesn't even sag the Gladiator as much as the A-liner, and this weighs more. I'm not quite sure, but my estimate is that it weighs about 3,500 to 4,000 pounds. So as you can see, clearance is a little bit lower in the back. Whoa, that's real low. Looks like she's been scraped once or twice before, hey bud? Oh yeah, she has. But anyways, we could have got this is a 2-inch drop, we could have got a little bit more of a drop hitch. But this is the only one time I'm gonna be towing this Commander. But it was a blast. We had so much fun with it this weekend. So we'll show you some clips of us mobbing, but let's jump back to the drive here and see how it was on the road and towing. All right, first, oh, if I got the camera there, you can't see it. First time getting on the freeway with the old side-by-side behind. This is a Can-Am Commander 1000 4-seater. Yeah, we're up to speed, about 60 right now, almost 65, and it's doing all right. It's not super fun. I wish this trailer was just a little taller. It's really the main thing, but the Jeep's doing fine so far towing it. We'll see how she does once we get into some hills and keep you posted on the overall progress. We're gonna see what kind of gas, what kind of fuel economy we can get towing this old side-by-side. So let's reset the old trip. Now we're at 0. So we're doing 65 miles an hour, starting out at 14 miles per gallon roughly. We'll see how she progresses in the next few months. So as you can see, we've put almost 6 miles in at an average of 13, just about 13 miles per gallon. So the Rubicon has 410 gears. I'm re-gearing to 513 gears because I'm doing 37s and a camper and adding a lot of load. And I do want to do 40-inch tires eventually on this thing. But I want it to be reliable to start out with. 37s I think are a good blend. So this is the end of the first big hill. We've been at about 4,000, 4,500 RPM the whole time, cruising 65. Fife's behind us in his 7.3 turbo diesel towing a smaller, lighter trailer, and he's not right behind us, so we are doing great. This thing has plenty of power to tow this, and yeah, AC's blowing cold, we're chilling. Does great. It really does great. I am actually impressed. When I first hooked up the trailer with the side-by-side on it, I wasn't quite sure. It was a little bit heavier. It feels fantastic though. Wow. And then like, look at this. I mean, we're going so much. Look at this guy's in a brand new Silverado towing maybe about the same weight, probably more weight than me by a few thousand pounds, but still, he's got to sit behind that semi and we're just mobbing. I'm not even trying to like go fast or anything. We're just trying to be efficient. So, I mean, this is just a stock Ford Ranger that can't keep up. He ain't towing nothing. So yeah, it's doing great. I'm really pleased. So there was a huge fire here at Sunset Point a little while ago. All right, I think this spot will do. Let's get this old Can-Am off of here.
Earth tastes good.
Feels good. I'll say it again, and I've said it before about the stock Gladiator. It does feel a little bit bouncy in the rear, when it has a load. But when you have just the right amount of weight, not too much and not too little, it does feel pretty good. And to be honest, it feels like it bounces more with the A-liner on it. So yeah, I think it's just fantastic that this Jeep is a Jeep and it's also a truck. People say, oh, it's not really a truck. Well, it's a mid-size truck. It has its limitations. Well, thanks so much for watching my video about towing a side-by-side with the Jeep Gladiator. Stay tuned for the next video when we run into a little bit of carnage with the trailer. Pretty soon, we're not going to be towing any trailers. We're going to do a flatbed and camper conversion. But first, this thing's getting 37s here. On July 7th, it's getting dropped in the shop. So we now have a date for some things. Anyways, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates on the Gladiator. If you really want to support the channel, check out my Patreon at the link below. And definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you get a Gladiator if you had to tow with it quite a bit, or if it was just once in a while? I do want to hear your thoughts. And of course, hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Only question is, are you down to mob? Woo! Oh, Jesus!